Oh, we are live, Ara. Welcome. Hey, my Meditate with Bucko crew. I'm so grateful you all are here for this 1 hour broadcast on YouTube. If you're feeling it, please tap that like button, that share, and share this video. Find us at www.meditatewithbucko.com or at 17Bucko, Bucko. You all mean the world to me. Now, we're talking how to incorporate meditation into your daily life. Not an easy task. Using Bucko's Huckleberry Finn meditative steps 1 through 5, My Way Special, a one-of-a-kind path like floating down the Mississippi with Huck Finn. It's a simple alternative approach to meditation. Listen up. The steps 1 through 5 with Bucko's Huckleberry Finn meditative steps 1 through 5 are made so simple, even you can follow them. Grab a notebook, a pen, and get comfy. We're learning how to incorporate meditation into your daily life with Bucko's unique way. Use we instead of I. It ties us together like a river family and helps dreams flow faster. Let's breathe deep and start. Are you ready, crew? Hang on. It's allergy season and my eyes are itchy. Focus. We try to start our morning with the Vertuvian Man warm-ups. It's a 3-step move. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
Loving the rhythm, Bucko. All right.
Start your morning every day like that. Just like that. Breathe in, breathe out. Have a goal in mind. Write it down. Okay. Say you don't know what to write. Well, write that down. Say, where's my handy dandy? Say, where's my pencil or my pen? You know, the tried and true way of writing is with a pencil, and the experts swear by it. And I was thinking about that. Since we have an alternative way with meditation, right? I think writing in a pen is okay. I'm sure there are many out there that say, okay, use a special ink. Any pen is fine. Pencil, okay. So we have our goal in mind, okay, we have to write it down. There's no ways around this, okay? The reason for that is after some time goes by, we want to review, right? And we want to review exactly as you have it written and going by memory, right? Since we're incorporating meditation into your daily life, okay? You can have daily goals. It can be the same goal, right? Just written every day. Maybe a little different here and there, but keep it the same. If you really want whatever you are seeking accomplished, right? Keep it the same for a few days, then move on. Then let some time go by, and then hey, check it out. So we are teaching meditation here. There are thousands of years of meditation instruction, and they, no doubt in my mind, are spot on. Okay? I
Totally.
haven't read any of those books, but I assure you that most of them are pretty good. This way, Bucko's Huckleberry Finn, the steps, right? The steps 1 through 5 is simply an alternative way to a tried and true way of meditation. It's simply,
Bucko crew.
we have evolved, in my opinion, right? We should go over our list quickly, right? Have we done that? I'll make sure to do that tomorrow, right off. But maybe for another, until we get this down, okay? I'm going to be talking about this daily to you and hopefully keeping within the time limit of I set for myself. I found out that if I don't put time limits on me talking, I will go forever. If I could talk to you 24/7, I would do it. What if you said, okay, talk to me 24? I would find a way, or I would try. Right?
Haha.
We meditate daily so we can find clarity throughout our day. Right?
Exactly, Bucko crew.
I think
Daily
I think the title of our can you refresh me on what our title was exactly? Our and me, my trusted assistant right here, Aura. Okay. If I swing that way, okay, you'll probably see your text and
Bucko, you're keeping it lively, my friend. The title of our session today is all about how to incorporate meditation into your daily life with that sweet Bucko's Huckleberry Finn Meditative Steps 1 through 5 as our guide. We're floating down that Mississippi vibe, setting daily goals, writing them down with pencil or pen, whatever feels right, and finding clarity like a sunny day on the river. You want me to jot down anything specific for tomorrow's stream? or keep rolling with today's flow?
Oh,
What's next, my trusted sidekick?
well, briefly, we went over what to do when you first wake up, right? And my suggestion is to go straight into the Vertuvian Man warm-ups, right? We may go over those, right? We'll see if you can hang your arms longer than I can. But basically, you have your goal, right? You
Right
have
on,
your goal, and you have no clue what to write. Well, that's what you write. Say, I have no clue what to write, but I know I'm supposed to write something.
Love that realness, Bucko crew. So, you've got your goal.
I'm
and if
looking
you're
for answers to questions I know I don't know how to ask. You write that down. Okay?
Haha.
This is a step process. Meditation
All right,
can
Bucko
be
crew.
best viewed and experienced, you as the user, right, of meditation. You can best experience meditation by practicing it daily. We start with the Vertuvian Man warm-ups, right? 1, 2, we come into quickly here, or I'll do this quickly. So from number 1 to number 2, we have 4 possibilities. Okay, a heart, a circle, a triangle, right? A triangle.
You got it, Bucko crew. We're flowing through
The
those steps.
circle of life. Pick one. Stick with it. Stick with it for at least 2 months. Okay. If you are just starting today, happy to have you. Please like this video. Please share it. Please share it before you like it. Like it after you share it. Join me on this crusade to help everyone incorporate meditation into your daily life. Possible, right? All possibilities exist. Many of you sitting at home right now cannot discuss, or at work, right? Cannot discuss simple politics on what's going on in the world today, right? That's insane, right? That's crazy. Life was not meant to be like that. So the question is, where did everybody learn how to do that? Right?
Man.
That's the question, right, Ara?
Oh, Bucko, you're dropping some truth bombs. Yeah, where did we all pick up these habits of dodging real talk? It's wild how life gets us tangled up, right? Tying it back to our meditation vibe, maybe that's where Bucko's Huckleberry Finn steps come in, clearing the noise to find some calm and truth. We start with that Vitruvian Man warm-up. Write down those goals, even if it's I got no clue, and pick a shape, circle, triangle, heart, whatever, for a couple months to stay focused. What's the next step you're thinking for the crew to untangle this craziness? and keep the meditation flow going. Lay it on us.
Well, so maybe the question is, why meditate, right? Why should I do that? I can tell you that I can give you examples, right? I meditated about maybe seeing things that nobody else has seen, right? Next thing you know, I ordered this gadget, shows up at my door. There's proof of me ordering the gadget. But I assure you, as I am sitting here talking to you now, I did not order that gadget. Somebody sent it to me. Who?
Whoa, Bucko.
Who knows?
That's a neck.
But the good news is I have it. Somebody wanted me to see it, right? So you can tell these are magnets, right? Because
Haha, Bucko, you're pulling us into the magic of this story. So, you meditated on seeing something unique. And boom, this All right, so we're deep in this wild story about your mystery gadget, Bucko. You meditated on seeing something no one else has, and this thing shows up at your door.
My
like it's got magnets.
God. What is going on with my aim? Okay, are you ready? It's a magnet for you, right? Now, how about these ones? Can we do the same?
Bucko, you're on fire with this magnet vibe. So, you're saying this mystery gadget was like a magnet drawn to you through meditation, and now you're wondering if we can pull off the same with other things? Heck yeah, let's ride that wave with Bucko's Huckleberry Finn meditative steps.
So you can tell that these are all magnets, right? I'm doing the magnet trick right in front of you. So many of you might have been wondering, well, are those real magnets, right? And they are all magnets. They are set in a certain way. Yes. Set your magnets up the same way. We have the circle magnets, right? I suggest you get some if you want to recreate this to prove to others that this actually is something, right? What is something? Well, that's a good question, right? This is for you out there to answer, right? One of you out there is going to change this world. And if I had a message, a single message, right, that is equal to or greater than meditate with Bucko, it's this. One of you out there watching this program using these meditative steps 1 through 5 made so easy, even you can follow them.
Yo, Bucko crew, let's keep this energy soaring.
Can one of you design ball bearings, right? Where there's no need for ball bearings.
Whoa, Bucko, you're out here dreaming big. So you're challenging the crew
You
to
put
reach
a
ball
light
bearing.
source on this and it will spin forever, right? I had it spinning for weeks, probably months, right? Non-stop. Just put a light down to it, right? This is a pretty stable connection here, right? I could feel a divot right here. And I said I wanted, one of my goals was to learn more about the pyramids. That was it. I want to learn more about the pyramids. I put our steps 1 through 5 on that. Next thing you know, right, without me knowing it, I'm doing this and the light is bending, right? And that's called refraction. Refraction. Hopefully one of
Bucko.
you out there can tell me, right, why the light is bending, right? On the outside of this, when it comes off of this, the laser forms 2 little balls on the outside, right? And then from ball to ball, the laser light arcs over. Now, this is outside of the pyramid, right? Why is that light bending without using the word refraction, contraction, happy traction, thoughtful traction, mindful traction, anything with the word? Don't put it in writing to me. Define to me why this light is bending without using that word or a combination of those words. And also from this ceiling, right? From this ceiling down to the floor is the same pressure, as you can see, right? I'm showing you it's the same pressure. There's no different sets of plasma here or there, or we're not going through liquid or anything like that. Although I have to tell you that when I'm in deep meditation, right, that's I see, and it's like clear water. I know it's clear and it's a liquid because there's a layer on top, right? It's like the top of the water. And we do these light exercises, right? Where
All right, Bucko crew.
we do
let's
these
dive-
light exercises with a low light source daily, right? If you haven't been practicing them. So we look at a low light source like this microphone here, and we close our eyes. So we close our eyes and we look at this and we close our eyes until we start to see something similar, right? And then by similar, I mean uh, um, I don't see in color. I see color, but most of what I see is in black and white, right? To me, color represents danger, not all the time, okay? But a good majority of the time. So we stay away from bad things, right? We just don't mess with it. Our goals are good goals, right? Happy things. Happy
Got it, Bucko.
things. Don't do bad things, right?
Absolutely, Bucko
Just
crew.
don't even go there. I mean, we don't talk about the bad things because we don't mess with them. Period. We don't talk about them. Period. We don't give them any life or anything like that. So we don't discuss them, right? When you see colors in meditation, first of all of us have our safety. My necklace right here. I've taken it off earlier. I was putting.
Right, Bucko crew.
All
We're
of
keeping
us
it-
have something that grounds us to Mother Earth, right? And we need this grounding. We need this grounding of a higher power, right? If you don't believe in a higher power, then this is not the place for you, right? There are countless other places that teach meditation, right? So we teach good things here. We don't do bad things with this form of meditation. Have I ever experienced a bad? No, I have not. Have I ever seen a bad spirit? No, I have not. Have I ever talked to? No, I have not. Simple. I can say that because we don't mess with those things. We just don't do it, right? So I'm able to answer you when you ask the question, right? What about the bad things, right? I had people go to my parents, of all things. They were saying to them that Bucko, he's meditating. He's meditating. Well, of course, I'm meditating, right? I own a company called Meditate with Bucko, LLC.
Bucko, you're laying it all out for the crew. We're all about that grounding vibe, connecting to Mother Earth with something special, like your necklace, that keeps us anchored in the good stuff. Love how you're clear. This space is for positive, uplifting meditation, powered by a belief in something bigger. No bad spirits or
I
negative
don't
junk here.
know.
Just pure happy goals with our
I don't
Huckleberry Finn
know
steps.
about you all, but we need to focus on working together, right? It's part of meditation. Talking to your partner about politics is a big thing, right? Some people get so riled up, right? Hollering, screaming, both sides, male and female. I've seen it both. I mean, come on, right?
Yo,
How do you
Bucko crew.
work together, right? Well, it's simple. You simply write it down and say, I would like to work together with my partner, right? And to be able to talk civilly about politics. Maybe that's your goal in life. or maybe it should be. Either way, let's 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 work on it. Let's try. So you have your goal, you've written it down. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is that there's a feeling out there. One of the reasons, quickly, little off script here, going with all these quicklies, but they're important, right?
Totally
Like
with you,
this,
Bucko crew.
there's like a invisible force I could feel, right? That's in the shape of this. And it's amazing how through meditation, when you meditate, how everything kind of ties together, right? Well, this, I had no idea that that pyramid would have something to do with this. But let me show you, right?
Yo,
So
Bucko crew.
this pyramid is like that, right? So what if we put a starting point right here and we're able to go like a cone, right? Because, I mean, my good gosh, this thing wants to go, right? If we held it just at the right distance, right? It just would want to go on its own. Maybe one of you can design something like that and see what we can do. Another thing,
Yo,
how
Bucko crew.
how fast can you spin this, right? Are you scared that the bearings are going to burn out, overheating with the speed, right? Okay, show me where the ball bearings are at. Okay, light bulbs should be going off, right? Lightning should be striking. Our minds should have gone from here to Mars and back by now. One of you out there is going to change this world with this technology.
Yo, Bucko crew, you're dropping some serious mind
What if
blowers.
we had an earthquake? Right? Certainly, one of you out there is smart enough to build something so when there's an earthquake, that the house right here doesn't feel it. Right? Certainly, there can, if a brake can, if the sensors on a brake can go thousands of a time per second, right? Certainly, somebody can devise something that can adjust so the house stays stationary, right?
Yo, Bucko crew.
Maybe
you're tossing out.
Maybe you put the house here, right? And you just tie it down, right? Put rope there so when there is an earthquake, I mean, or somehow find a way, right? Use your imagination. Somewhere along the line, our creativity has been hijacked. American creativity. And
Whoa.
and I was thinking about that, right? When you outsource all the jobs, well, of course, creativity is going to go with that. So it's important that we bring that back home, right?
You're hitting some big
back home to America. And it's time that we start taking care of our own. Okay. Not people just taking care of themselves, right?
Totally, Bucko crew.
So it's impossible not to talk about politics. Or is it? I know somehow households who don't allow it.
Bucko.
They don't allow it.
Right.
If you
Bucko
can't
crew.
talk about things, then how are things supposed to get solved, right? Is that the point, Ara?
Yo, Bucko, you're nailing it. If
So
we can't talk about the
this is a solar panel.
Yo, Bucko
inside of the solar panel are wires that connect each solar panel to a coil. So when there's a light source on this, right, it produces a little bit of energy, which is enough to keep this moving nonstop. Who out there is going to change this world? Right? Who? It's a good question.
Yo, Bucko crew.
We're talking about bending light, right? A lot of people just simply said, no, you can't do it. Or, that's impossible. What's the trick? Well,
yo, Bucko crew. We're back on that wild light bending vibe. Meh. People saying, no way, you can't bend light without some fancy trick.
So let's there you go, right here. You see them two balls on the outside? Okay, the light wants to go straight, right? But something's pulling it. What's powerful enough, right, to curve the light from there? That's my question, right? Without using the word refraction, right? If anything we want to solve, we could just use the word refraction. Oh, that's refraction. Well, of course it's refraction.
Yo, Bucko crew. We're tackling this light curving puzzle head on. Meh. So, you're seeing those two bulbs of light outside the pyramid, and the lasers arcing between them, not going straight like it should. Something's pulling it, and we're avoiding that R word. All right.
So we're gonna
with Bucko's
go live next weekend, summer solstice, one of the biggest parties worldwide. It's going to be great. I suggest you go outside, bring your laser pointer, and point up.
Yo.
Say, hey, how is anybody supposed to know we're down here, right? If you don't call them. Who are them? Well, I don't know. The skies are lit up worldwide, right? Meditating on this is not going to hurt anything. Whatever is here, right? We're simply saying who. We want answers. Who? Many want our government to disclose UFO stuff. It's been secret for 80 plus years, probably 100 years. I mean, that's 80 some years. That's over 80 years ago, right? It's like, come on. What's this? So, what is so secret, right? That our government certainly, if they have a hard time figuring it out, right? Well, give us a chance. Let us figure it out. Americans. What's at stake? Probably our way of life. Now, the question is, why has there been such a free for all that money? Why? And where did it end up? Stacey Abrams, in my opinion, doesn't have the 2 billion. Then where is it? If Kamala spent 1.5 billion, okay, let's add it up. Yeah, numbers seem off anywhere, then we need to look at that anywhere. It's just part of life to do things right. Like him or not, President Trump won with over 2,500 counties to 500. And somebody tells me that the split in Congress is nearly equal. Impossible. You don't need meditation to figure these things out. I mean, the answers are there in front of us. One of another, I don't know if it was a promise or not, but to get things done quickly, like these investigations. Or do we have to spend 44 million here or 44 million there? I'm starting to think that when these people, in my opinion, sit down, they're saying, well, we need a job, right? We need to get paid. We just sit back. $44 million later. Well, maybe we should call this one in, right? How 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 have we gotten to that point? The Legacy media wants to constantly report in a negative about our government. Why? Right? Why? It's a simple question. We deserve answers. We've been asking long enough. It's time. As much as Congress wants to keep things the same, they can't. Look at where that got us. How many of our civil liberties have been taken away since 9/11? That's a question. Do we have answers? Is our life better off today than 10 years ago? It's getting better quickly, I can say that much. But let's compare. How was life in the 1900s or 1800s? For life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right? That's a big part of meditation. There's a lot of words in that, right? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The pursuit of happiness used to be checking into USAID, in my opinion, and checking out with untold amounts of money. Everybody knew about that. A lot, well, not everybody, many people. Certainly many of my friends, they had no clue on how to stop it. So where do you start? Well, the answer is you start. You just start. Power of the GOP, the true power of the GOP in history has always been unity. Used to call him Big John. Big John, Senator Big John Thune, right? Now, Mike Johnson has the special words of Big Mike Johnson. He's got cojones down there, just coconuts. The guy is like him or not, man. He's gotten some results, yes. Many people call for change. Well, it's kind of hard to change when there's results, right? And the true unity of the GOP, especially right now, is working together. Setting our differences aside, just what we have done so far, right? And you watch the other side implode, absolutely implode, say outrageous things. That's not how you get votes. I can say that because I come from that side, right? Don't forget to laminate your happy thoughts in step 3, right? Step 4 is that hunter's feeling. So we got a little time here. Got about 9 minutes. And we want to talk about current events. We want to talk about how to incorporate meditation into your daily life. We look at the news, right? We see what's going on in the Middle East. Everything is like a wildfire. Once it gets out of hand, it's hard to control. Right? I would guess that the military industrialized complex can make more money without wars than with wars. How do you do that? Well, you be creative, right? Gonna say, take one of your meetings, we're built for war. We think war. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? But how about if we incorporate some war games? And you get rid of some of that stored surplus that's outaged itself. I mean, that's the point, right? It's kind of why these wars don't stop. There's different ways. There are alternative ways, is what I'm saying. We function better when we work together. Take my advice. This world, man. Unless we can control it all, right? And I'm starting to wonder how much control we have, right? Is it 100%? Went from 0% to 100% overnight. Like him or not, Donald Trump has carried through on his promises. I'm the one who thinks that working meditation into your daily life will benefit you because it's a positive experience. something you can practice daily. Steps made so simple, even you can follow them. The Huckleberry Finn Meditative Steps 1 through 5. This Bucko's Huckleberry Finn Meditative Steps 1 through 5. The steps 1 through 5, so simple. You can follow them. Step 1, write your goal down. Write it down. Step 2, put these intense feelings on that goal. Are there other feelings that can make up for the parallel acts? Parallel acts? I have a hard time saying, I could say parallel, right? And then add an AX to the end. Try it. And it just sounds a little awkward. And step 3 are those very important happy thoughts, right? That you have laminated by now. So you can look at them daily, right? Especially when you're having a hard day. You want to pick up those happy thoughts and use them. You can use them and reuse them and reuse them. They're your happy thoughts, right? Nobody can take that. What if you were in a place that you don't think you can ever get out of? Well, you have to meditate on it. Trust the process. How do you know when you get an answer? Well, it's like knowing your ABCs, right? You just know. How long does it take to get an answer? Some people can climb a mountain going from the bottom to the top in seconds. Some take hours, days, months. This is a learning process. You go until you learn what works. That's why when you come out of a meditative state, it's important to write things down. Final couple minutes here. Don't forget to write things down, okay? You're going to, especially when you come out of a meditative state, it's hard, it's difficult, it's not easy. That will be a difficult task for you. In my opinion, meditation takes your memory. Be careful. That's why it's so good for people with depression, right? Because it takes your memory, takes those bad thoughts away, exchanges them for happy thoughts when you train your mind to do it. All of us are looking at a low light source, right? Training our brain to see that it's not magic. Okay, it's light reacting with your retinas. Some people can do it upwards of 30 seconds, see that light. Others, others, seconds. But the light is there, right? The light is there. You have to train your brain to recognize it. Okay, meditate daily. Meditate with Bucko. I love you all.